I'm going to try to talk loudly so you can hear. So my husband has been hounding me since I started making YouTube videos to make a video about settling my boy here, Jazz. I'm going to start with brushing. I'm going to brush with the hair. I just have a stiff bristle brush, not using anything any of the metal curries or anything, just because he's already shed out and his hair is so short. And he loves the attention. You're going to make sure to definitely get everywhere the saddle goes, and the girth. His legs. Make sure there's no injuries or sore spots that he's reactive to. Big thing for anyone who doesn't have a horse to know is, or that's just really comfortable with their horse, that no matter how good the owner says the horse is or how good the horse has been around you, never forget they're still an animal and they still react to fear and pain. And they may not mean to hurt you, but especially with a horse his size, he's 16 hands, about 1,200 pounds, can hurt you really bad on accident or on purpose if they decide to. Now pick out his hoofs, make sure he doesn't have any rocks or anything in there. It's all good. I am writing him English today. Start with the saddle pad, and I'll get the camera and bring it up here in a second. So when you put that saddle pad on, see his withers are here, that bump right there between the neck and the back. You're gonna put that saddle pad all the way up on the withers, because you want the saddle to sit right up there on the withers. I'm gonna grab the saddle. When you throw the saddle on, you want to be as gentle as possible. Thankfully, this English saddle is light. Get it right up there on the withers. Check the other side. It's rolled up here. These little straps here on the English pad. Pull the girth down. Let's see. Let's see. I hope that shows what I'm doing here. These straps go around. Whoa. Really, you're gonna move away. They go around these girth straps. And that helps That right there helps hold that saddle pad in place. And then the girth slides through this in the saddle pad. That also helps hold that saddle pad in place. Come back to this side. I'm going to do the same things on this side. I'm going to bring the girth up through there, and then I'll show you how I tie. Okay, so when I use the English girth, I put them on there's 3 buckle straps here, but there's only 2 buckles, and that's so if one breaks, you have that 3rd strap. So I use a front and a back, so that if one either side breaks, I still have that middle one. So they have the stretchy on this side and on the other side. I do not start with the stretchy bands, because once you tighten those stretchy ones, it's nearly impossible to tighten these non-stretchy side. So I start over here on this side and I tighten them as tight as I can. Make sure all those flaps are down. And then I come over here and do the same thing on this side. I pull those way up as tight as I can. You can see how loose it still is there. Pull that up as tight as I can. I don't know if I can, yeah, I'm gonna need both hands. When you're doing the English girth, it is super important to make sure that you get the straps through this part with the rolly and not down here, because when it gets stuck down here, it's like impossible to move on and off. I'll get this cranked up and then I'll let you see what it looks like. And there you go, it's all tightened up. He holds his breath really bad, so I will tighten it some more after I lunge him and he lets that extra air out. But there it is, up on his withers. Saddle pad underneath. Girth right there with a little space between his legs and the girth. And ready to go. Once I'm done riding and I've unsaddled, I like to just brush him down with a soft brush, soft bristle brush. Let him know he was a good boy. This is a nice little treat at the end. And I'm also checking him over, making sure he didn't get, any spots that didn't seem sore before, that now that he's been ridden, he seems soaring. And of course, he's gonna pee. Really? I know why he always does that. As soon as I'm done riding, he takes a leak. It's important that after you ride, you feel the horse's chest to make sure they're not too hot, because if they're too hot, you don't want them to be eating or drinking, because it can cause them colic, which is just a really bad stomach ache. He looks good. So he's not too hot. So I'm going to let him graze for a bit before his dinner. Hope you enjoy.